The back 9 has 2 birdie holes to start among the 3 easiest. At number 10, another wide fairway greets you, and a long tee shot will tempt many hitters to go for the green. If you're past the first of 3 oak trees on the right, you're left with a somewhat downhill 230 to 260 yard second shot. Oak trees on the left run to the green from 170 yards out. There's heavy underbrush and many balls are lost here. This hole that can be reached by some low handicappers in 2, but a second shot placed down the middle or to the right works well. The extreme slope on the right will usually bring your ball back into the fairway, offering a 30 to 100 yard third shot. There's beauty and danger at this kidney bean shaped and very fast undulating green, but a solidly stroked lag putt has saved many from a 3-putt. Hole 11 can be a breather hole for many. It's short, the 2 fairway traps are somewhat easy to avoid, as is the large trap on the front right of the green. It's certainly a hole where your second shot should focus on being below the cup if possible, and offers a birdie opportunity for many. The only real obstacles are a large sand trap in the right center of the fairway, some 200 yards from the tee. On the left is another large trap about 270 yards from the tee. The green itself is an oval that runs from the back to the front. Speed is critical for your putt, and it's another hole to try to keep your ball below the pin. The downhill putts can easily run off the green. Hole 12 ushers in a 4-hole escape from the main part of the course, and course management comes into play especially on your tee shot. It requires precision, for the penalties can be severe. Many trees dance down the left side, and on the right are larger, even more restrictive trees. So, stay in the fairway for your best chance at making par. The fairway is easier to hit than it looks, but don't go too far right or you might be chipping back to have a clear approach shot into this green. Your second shot is to a 2-tiered green. If the pin placement is in the lower, flatter half, 2 putts are normal. The upper level offers more slope, but avoid going long or you may find yourself in some deep rough. To the right of this kidney-shaped green are 2 more sand traps, both rather deep. A par is a good score. The 13th is another SouthWood hole that one should carry the green on the fly. If you come up short, a chip shot can roll and roll. Your tee shot ranges from 175 to 200 yards from the back 2 tees. The senior tee drops off 50 yards, and the tee shot should be targeted near the middle of the green. There are 2 large sand traps to the left and water for extreme pulls, but a miss to the right lands on gentle slopes. It's a speedy green with 2 levels, both quite fast and filled with breaks, and a birdie here brings a smile. Hole 14 has rolling mounds to help bring back a pulled or long tee shot. It's tempting to try and go to the right of the large split oak tree to cut off the entire dogleg and land close to the green, but don't take the bait. An easy tee shot straight ahead with wiggle room puts you within 100 to 150 yards to a wide open large green. Shots pulled a little roll back to the right, usually, while tee shots to the right center roll straight until they pass the massive fairway trap on the right. The green itself has a crest in the back middle running down to a somewhat flat green. Pin placement determines whether to play it safe with your 100 to 150 yard second shot. It yields both birdies and bogeys based on flag location. Hole 15, a par 4, offers enough challenges with its length, a 2-tiered slope green, and sometimes a daunting pin placement. This is one of our longer par 4s, so having a little distance off the tee helps quite a bit. The bunkers to the right are 50 to 70 yards from the green, but they're carry bunkers and shouldn't come into play. Hole 15 offers another of the broad fairways for your tee shot. It provides for length, runs slightly uphill, and usually requires a somewhat long carry second shot to this beautiful 2-tiered green. This green, like number 4, can have severe breaks. The flag placement on the upper half of the green offers putts that curve outward in all directions. The lower half has a speedy but more level putting surface. Again, this hole has length, but some dangers with the undulations of the green. 16 is a favorite hole for many while offering several options to play it, depending upon the length of your tee shot and whether you're bold enough to hit a second shot to a raised green, perhaps 200 to 220 yards away. This fairway tilts downhill with a clear curve to the right, so certain tee shots can run for a long way across a cart path which cuts through the fairway. And this line helps to decide whether to go for the green or not in two. And if you do decide to go for it in two, make sure you carry the small pond and trap ahead. Do not be short. Each shot on 16 becomes more demanding as you approach the green, and around the green it looks like a sea of bunkers. Many hit their second shots over a short oak tree to a huge fairway, offering an 80 to 120-yard third shot. It's a good angle for the somewhat oval green, which slopes left to right. With a pond in front of the green and 3 sand traps in front and to the right, it's still among the most birdied holes at SouthWood. Yet the shot to the green must carry and settle as there are no bailouts for the short approach shots. The long par 3 17th from the back tees is over 200 yards. The green rolls down from the back to the front. Being short of the green is much better than to the left or right, where large, deep sand traps await those pushed and pulled tee shots. This can be one of the most difficult tee shots on the entire golf course. The sloping green has few flat spots. Most savvy golfers try to leave an uphill putt for this sneaky, quick green. The sand traps to the right are not too challenging. Few are long on this hole, and a par is solid. Hole 18 offers a beautiful view as you approach the clubhouse, with the top tracer range to your left and fairway mounds on both sides. It looks to be a simple tee shot, and it can be. The fairway traps do come into play if you're long down the left center or wide right. There's an ample amount of landing area to avoid these traps. Your approach shot, maybe 130 to 170 yards out, will be into a 110-foot long green sloping mostly towards the front. One can face a few different putts with the many undulations. If you do miss the green to the left, right, or even short of the green, this is one of the more easy chip shots. This closing hole can turn a 10-foot putt into a 3-putt or an easy chip with an up and down result. There's an opportunity to spin your shot close to the flag or to simply pop it up on the green. So, have fun. After your round, SouthWood invites you to relax in our lodge and enjoy our scrumptious selection of appetizers and meals. Many head straight to our bar or to find their favorite sports show, as we have many large TVs. Our outdoor section offers nice views of several oak trees and our huge putting green. Just above the putting green is our range. Remember that we offer the top tracer technology with 10 booths available. They are popular, so please reserve your time. It's a great way to fine-tune your golf shots and your swing. As always, we hope to see you again. We ask that you share these videos with your friends by going to golfsouthwood.com. Comments on this uniquely visual and challenging course are appreciated, whether on social media or in person. Ask about membership at the Pro Shop. We believe you'll find our individual and family packages most reasonable.